Hello and welcome back to DIY My Way. A few subscribers have asked about my homemade welding table, so I thought I'd take a few minutes, make a short video, give you the history behind this thing, how I made it, and some of the plans I have for it. This homemade welding table has served me well for 3 years now, and because it is made from scrap material I had on hand, it didn't cost me a dime to make. Well, except for one thing, which I'll get to in a minute. The welding table started its life as a protective shipping frame for my Titan BX42S wood chipper that I bought in 2018. I knew right away it would one day be my welding table. In its earliest incarnation as a welding table, I just flipped the frame upside down and laid a piece of perforated steel plate I had on top. It was good enough to get me through my early welding projects. Eventually, I made the first improvements by using sections of the top shipping frame, which was originally screwed on, to make the framework for a future lower shelf for the welding table. It also added strength and rigidity to the table. I also used pieces of T-posts for center supports for the lower shelf and the tabletop. The top of my welding table is a piece of perforated stainless steel that wandered up to our home some years ago and has been waiting around for a use ever since. Well, I found the perfect use for it at last when I needed something as a top for my welding table. This has served well for a couple of years, but what I really want is a solid piece that overhangs the edges a little bit. So I plan to get probably a 1/4 inch or thicker solid steel plate that goes around and overhangs so that I can clamp things to it, have some space to clamp metal down to it, etc., and so forth. And this will become the bottom shelf. I'll probably move this perforated piece down here. One drawback of the stainless steel top is that it's not magnetic, so my welding magnets don't stick. In keeping with the tradition of using what I had on hand, I used some C-channel steel left over from the shop build to add storage to the welding table. The side pieces are attached using number 8 screws, lock washers, and nuts. Oh, and in case you're wondering, the welding table dimensions are 38 inches tall by 37 inches wide by 34 inches deep, and the shelf height is 12 inches. This 14-gauge C-channel has the perfect lip for hanging up my angle grinders. The bottom of the C-channel is the perfect width for mounting a 6-outlet power strip for the angle grinders and any other power tools I might need. It's also a good place to store the disc changing tools for my grinders. Another piece of C-channel, plus some 10-inch drawer slides, makes the perfect drawer for my welding accessories. The drawer pulls all the way out for easy access to everything. The cost of the drawer slides is the only money I've spent so far. I have some other improvements I want to make to the welding table, including either putting levelers on the legs or maybe even casters. So stay tuned. I expect I'll be posting other videos on the improvements I make to my welding table. If you have any suggestions about ways to improve my welding table, I'd be glad to hear them, so please put those in the comments as well. I hope you found this video helpful, and if you did, please click that like button, leave a comment, and by all means, please subscribe. If you want to know when I post new videos, click that little bell. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.